Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Just a quick chat to let everyone know what's going on with the H and what's coming up on the channel for the next month. So December is upon us, the silly season coming up yet again, coming up very quickly. What do you want, Jobs? Hey, you want to say hello? Hey, you want to say hello? I've been away for a week, so little puppo's pretty needy at the moment. Yes, anyway, so update on the H. Went out to Cruizetime on Saturday last week. What a spectacular event that was. You know, if there wasn't 300 plus cars, you know, maybe close to 400 in total, you know, maybe not all in one place. I reckon there's 250 at the main meet and easily like 150 odd at the one of the meetup points, and easily a couple hundred at the well, not really the last meetup point because the night continued. One of the lads going all night, including a cruise through Cavalav at in the early morning. So yeah, good on them, good on everyone else that got their cars out. We did have a little bit of blue and red presents at one of the meets, but you know, everyone just shifted on. I don't think anyone got hassled, not that I've heard anyway. So that was good. Man, like the quality of cars, out of control. Like, man, you know, the amount of people, everyone having a good time, like that's what the car scene, as far as I'm concerned, is all about. Like, love going to Power Cruise, love going to Canada, all that sort of stuff. It's awesome, but my heart still lies with getting out, cruising and hanging. Like, that's what we did when we were 16, 17, and you know, the love's still there for it. And to do it with good people and, you know, great cars, like, it's next level. I'd love to get down south and see what they've got to offer, you know, pop down to Sydney and Melbourne and see what their car scene's like at some stage. And on that, you know, what I'm trying to do this month and obviously leading into next month, we've got Canada at the Bend in a couple of weeks. Not sure I'm going to be able to afford to go to it, but I'm working on it. So Friday the 13th and Saturday the 14th of this month, I think it is, at the Bend. You know, Canada's one of the best events out there, and to get down there and see some of the southern cars that don't get to make it up to Queensland or Sydney will be epic. Met some really good lads on the Hard Ass 1000 that are going to be there, and obviously there's a few regulars that do come up this way that'll be down there. So look, hopefully I can make it happen, but we'll just have to wait and see. Other than that, I don't have a lot planned for this month. Just the usual stuff that pops up and takes my fancy as we go. The other big event coming up, obviously, it's not in this month, but it may as well be, is Summer Nats. Now, I haven't been down to Summer Nats for years and years, but I'd like to get down there this year. Technically, it's next year, but you know what I mean. Always a crazy show, so I'm going to do my best to get down there. Once again, you know, whether I can afford to do it or not, time will tell. I've got a heap of broken cars at the moment, and the budget doesn't afford me to fix them, unfortunately. So my wagon's just about dead. Sounds, you know, it feels like it's about to do timing chain or something silly like that. So yeah, it's not really worth fixing. The ute still needs work, so we'll get around to getting that done at some stage, get that back on the road. And the H looks like it might have dead fuel pumps, or at least a dead fuel pump. Developed like a bit of a miss on the way back from the cruise on Saturday night, and we stopped sort of halfway back, and like I was checking in the boot for something, and I think I was maybe checking the fuel level, and I could smell something plasticky. You know, it wasn't strong, it was just a hint. So I didn't really worry about it too much, had a bit of a look around, didn't notice anything. But yeah, cruised the rest of the way home, which was like another hour drive from there. And just coming into, you know, the street before mine, the smell was quite strong. Now there is work going on down near home, and I've smelt some similar smells just in the area. But at a further look, the wiring on the fuel pump was pretty cooked. How it didn't pop the fuse, I have no idea. Like, it was pretty toasted. So whether the wiring just wasn't up to date, which it should be, like it's run those exact type of fuel pumps prior, so it should be fine. Or whether the fuel pump's dead. They were second-hand pumps, so I've got to check with the guy who got them off to see if he had got the E85 out of the pump prior to taking it out. Maybe it's gummed up and it's just dead. Maybe that's the issue. Like I think in the prior video when the video when the H was on the dyno, I was saying that the like it only made 370 odd horsepower, thinking it was the tyres, and the tyres were melting, they were hot, so it definitely was a contributing factor. But now that I've driven the car more, it seemed to have sort of no power once you get over, like SP1, which is only like 3 or 4 pound, seems all right. You know, obviously there's not a lot of power there on that, but it seems to rev through the rev range fairly well. SP2, which is only 7 pound, it gets to about 5,500 RPM, and it just feels like it falls over. Could be that I've done the spark plugs, I fouled them up or something. I haven't taken them out, changed them, or it could be like a fuel pump issue. If it is a fuel pump issue, I'm not sure why we're not hitting a safety, because obviously it should be pressure related. I didn't notice any pressure drop, and it should, I think we've got like a 10 PSI window on it, so it should really be hitting a safety. I did hit a few safeties, but I haven't checked on the data, and they've cleared themselves as I was driving. I did have a little SP2 two-step launch along the way, just a bit of a dig just to see what it was like. There was 3 of us in the car, and it felt quite good actually. I wish I had a draggy in there. It surprised myself and my passengers quite a lot, which was interesting. I think it made like 3.7 pound on the e-boost, so that sort of got me a little bit excited. I am, like as I said, I've been away for sort of a week and a half, other than popping back to go to the Cruizetime cruise. So I haven't had a chance to do anything with it. We'll get it looked at soon. I'll have a chat to the boys and see when we can get it in and get it back on the dyno, and see if we can make some power. A mate of mine at road trip in the Silver VB. So I'm looking at a sort of a power range around him. Now he's got a very small turbo on his LS1, makes like just under 600, and he ran a 650 with like a 1.560. I think he went maybe a 1.49 on one run or something. So to be honest, like that's kind of around where I'm looking at. Like, you know, if the motor looks like it's doing well, like, you know, I'm willing to turn it up a bit more, 650, 700 if it's happy, but time will tell with that. So yeah, I just want to touch base again with the sharing of the videos, guys. Like the the last week there was 2 videos. I think it was like maybe the last road trip video and the Cruizetime video. Those 2 videos in 1 week got shared 193 times. The prior week, there was 3 videos and they got shared 69 times or something like that. Now, the 2 videos got like 7,000 views and the 3 videos got like 3,500 views. So like, I can't ask you enough that if there's a video you like, just share it to your socials, or, you know, share it in a private message or in a message to a group chat or your friends or whatever, and it helps me out so much, you know, like it gets the views up. And it also, like, I picked up 50 odd subscribers in the last week, you know, so obviously people are really enjoying the Cruizetime stuff, you know, the local car scene, cruise and hang type of things, and seeing the tough cars that are out there. So like, I really appreciate it. You know, the one thing I'm trying to do at the moment is grow the channel so that I can make a bit more money on the channel, and then subsequently can do more events. At the moment, it's, you know, I make money, but it's only paying for like the events I go to at the moment. So hopefully that can keep growing and keep improving. Unfortunately, I don't have the budget to just throw a heap of money at it and, you know, fly here, fly there, chase different events and all that. I'm limited to what I can do, but as we grow, we'll do more, and hopefully the videos get better. As you did see or if you did watch it, not many people did. It didn't get a lot of views, and fair enough. Like, it was the last video in the series for the road trip one, and I tried a DJI microphone. I only bought the microphone. I didn't buy the attachment for the phone, so I was using it through like a third-party app. So maybe that was a big issue, but it was such a pain. I had to go through and readjust all the sound, and I had to move the actual sound across because it didn't match up with the way people were talking. Like, it was just a pain in the ass. I will revisit that at some stage if need be, because obviously it is good to be able to get rid of the wind if you can. And I think I just need to learn to use it better, or get the attachment for the camera for the phone, and it will work better. But yeah, other than that, like, one thing I don't want to do is overcomplicate these things and lose interest or have it take a long time to get stuff out. I've kind of had a pretty prominent YouTuber in this style, so like in the automotive YouTube style, sort of give me a piece of advice early in the game, saying just don't overcomplicate it. You know, he's someone that does really good content, intense videos, varying videos, and, you know, he says it can take up to a week to edit a video, and like, you know, multiple cameras, downloading onto a computer, editing, then re-uploading onto YouTube. You know, it can take time. So currently I do everything on my phone. Does that mean the quality lapses a little bit? Definitely. But at this point, I think it's ultimate, because I can pump it out when I'm at the track, you know, and you're not waiting a week or 2 weeks, or, you know, you look at some of these guys that are putting stuff out and the event was 2 months ago. Like, to me, it's no longer relevant. That might be all right if you've got 50,000 to 200,000, 500,000 subscribers, but when you're approaching on 3,000, then like, I want to be as relevant as I can. And there seems to be a hell of a lot of people doing YouTube all of a sudden, which is great, you know, like, all the love for all the different guys out there giving it a crack. And to me, like, the more content we have, the more views we have, the more like, it's just history that we have available. Like, you know, you look back 20 years ago when we didn't have camera phones, and, you know, the scene was unreal, but you're lucky to find a few photos. Well, there's plenty of photos, but, you know, you gotta go and check out Just Dave's stuff for that, or, you know, it's just, there's nothing compared to what we have now. And like myself, you know, I'm slowly approaching 50. So how much longer am I going to be in this game for? So, like, to be honest, how much longer are we going to have this scene, you know, with everything that's approaching, with cars and technology and the government bodies and wanting to control this and that? Like, you know, do we have 5 years of it? Do we have 10 years? Do we have 15? Do we have 20? Like, it's a finite thing, I think. Like, it's probably not going to be around in a decade or two. So we'll always have the memories when we're old and, you know, telling the grandkids, oh, you know, back in my day. Well, we'll actually be able to show them on YouTube back in my day, like what we did. You know, they might consider it just like showing them horse and cart stuff, but like, at least it's there to show them. Anyway, this was going to be a quick chat, and here we go again. We're 17 minutes into it. Everyone, have a great Chrissy, and like, just remember, get your cars out and enjoy your family. That's what this time of year is for. Obviously, we're not quite there yet, but it'll come around real quick. Yeah, have a good one, and I hope you enjoy the content, guys. Thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing, thanks for the comments, and cheers to all the people that I chatted to at the road trip and at Cruizetime that come up and, you know, said they're enjoying the channel, they love the content and so on and so forth. Like, it means a lot to me. You know, that's half the reason why I do it. So we'll see you around on the next one. Thank you.